Coming up next on Arizona Horizon, an update on Arizona wildfires, including the Dragon Bravo fire. Also tonight, we'll find out about a conference with city mayors addressing important community issues like safety. And a local nonprofit is running mobile produce markets throughout the Phoenix and Tempe areas. Those stories and more next on Arizona Horizon.
Arizona Horizon is made possible by contributions from the Friends of Arizona PBS, members of your public television station.
Good evening and welcome to Arizona Horizon. I'm Steve Goldstein filling in for Ted Simons tonight. President Donald Trump says there will be, quote, very severe consequences, end quote, if Russian President Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war against Ukraine after the two leaders meet for a summit later this week in Alaska. The remark came soon after Trump consulted with European leaders who said the president assured them he would make a priority of trying to achieve a ceasefire in Ukraine when he speaks with Putin on Friday in Anchorage. Trump says there will be another meeting to try and end the war after he meets with Putin.
I would say the second meeting, if the first one goes okay, we'll have a quick second one. I would like to do it almost immediately, and we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself if they'd like to have me there. And that would be a meeting where maybe it could be absolutely work. But the first meeting will not work that out. Certain great things can be gained in the first. It's going to be a very important meeting, but it's setting the table for the second meeting.
President Trump's influence over the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts is evident in this year's honors. The president announced today the honorees himself, naming George Strait, Sylvester Stallone, Gloria Gaynor, Kiss, and Michael Crawford. Trump is now chair of the Kennedy Center and plans to host the awards himself. The president says he was 98% involved in choosing the nominees, and at least some of this year's winners have a history of backing Trump, though not all do. A wildfire near the Grand Canyon known as the Dragon Bravo fire has grown into a mega fire. It has now been reported to be one of the largest wildfires in Arizona history. After spending 17 days near this fire, we welcome John Truitt, the incident commander for the Southwest team at the Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management, to share more. John, welcome.
Thank you, Steve.
So give us an idea of what that's like to be out for 17 days, involved with trying to strategize and fight a fire that has been this destructive.
Yeah, you know, it takes a lot of energy, of course, but again, you know, we've been doing this for a long time now, and usually our roles are 14 to 21 days out on fires, and you know, so the team is very, very organized, very, you know, proficient at large fires like this.
So, without going down one area that I know is more political, so I won't do that. Yeah. When it gets to be something like this in this kind of terrain, how much more challenging does that make it to do that in the 14 to 21 days? And then you add on top of it, it's a place that people have such an emotional attachment to.
Exactly, yeah, and you know, this is an historic fire, you know, as far as the conditions that were out there. You know, the time we were out there, we're breaking records as far as atmospheric dryness and whatnot. So basically, you just take that effect, you take all the fire science that you can. You know, we have our meteorologists on scene, we have our fire behavior analysts on scene, doing those projected runs. And then basically, when it wants to make a big push, you stay out of the way. And then at night is when we usually pick all the fires up, you know, be able to go out there when the fire behavior is down, humidities are up, and fire calms down a little bit, allows us to get closer to the fire.
And Mother Nature has not been helpful with this fire.
Not at all. Like I said, 17 days of record, you know, wind, constantly 3 different red flag warnings. And then a lot of the folks that fight fire on that rim has said that fire went off the rim is burned closer to the river than it ever has, so no fire history down below that rim.
So what are some things that have been tried more recently? It seems like you certainly have not gained the upper hand, but things are getting better. What are the factors that have gone into that so far?
Yeah, again, just taking advantage of the opportunities out there. And, you know, when our team was up there, we're able to successfully tie that from the north to the south on the rim side now. So both rims are secure, but there's nothing you can do below the rim when that fire is down there. You can't put personnel down there. You know, retardant is just basically kind of playing the waiting game now for some more favorable weather and try to use some aerial down there to put the fire out.
So that's when you say sort of get out of the way at some point. You're trying to make sure you hit the spots you can hit and effectively do that, but realizing at some point, at least to some extent, your hands are tied.
Right, and when it makes a 8,000, 10,000, 20,000 acre run, you're just out in front trying to make sure the folks are clear, that you have all the evacuations done, and then once that fire kind of calms down at night, then we send our night shift in there to start doing most of the work.
Any optimism when it comes to weather? We know that in the valley, which a lot of us are focused on here in the Phoenix area, there's a chance maybe for more humidity Thursday, Friday. What do you expect to see up north?
You know, you can only hope that the meteorologists are right, but you know, we've been told several times during the roll that, you know, 40 or 50% chance of rain, and then it dwindles down to 10%, and then all that really creates is some, you know, the cumulus clouds in that convection just produces outflows, and then that way we, you know, now that wherever that cell sets up, you know, we have to be ready for those outflows, whether it's a prevailing wind or opposite flow of the fire itself.
So what's our containment at this point, and how much acreage has there been?
Officially, it's 44%, and it's sitting at 145,000 acres. Yeah.
So you're supposed to answer the questions, John, about a guy who's been doing this for a long time. What you do is you fight fires. Can I ask you, though, how frustrating it gets for you? How does it get emotional? You're not allowed to be emotional, I suppose, but when you see stuff and it keeps going, and you realize that you're trying your best, how do you avoid getting frustrated?
No, you just know, you know, over time, you're going to get the upper hand, but you just got to wait for the weather breaks. You got to wait for that, what we call alignment. We need some, you know, favorable alignment, and you know you're going to catch it eventually, but the big thing is knowing that you're keeping people out of harm's way.
So in the past, we've known about certain rotations, like this state is probably going to get wildfires first. They might get help from another state, and then henceforth, almost vice versa, when it hits another state. Is that harder to plan these days, where it's like this state might get it first, because is it frankly just less predictable?
It is, because usually, you know, obviously in the Southwest, our fire season starts first, and then we rely on, you'll be able to import some of the folks from the West, and then we get our seasoning and event, which is a monsoon, but we have not been getting that lately. So now when the Western starts to take off, we're usually relying on, we cannot get the resources here, because now we're basically on our own, because all those resources are committed up to the Western states.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the wildfire season generally. Is it getting longer and longer at this point? We've certainly heard that. We've announced this was a mega fire. Are those more common, and is it going to be harder to know whether a season's going to go 5-6 months or whether it's going to go 10 or 11?
You know, we're always asked, you know, around, you know, the springtime, what fire season is going to look like, and our response is, we'll tell you in December, because you really don't know. You know, last year was a perfect, we had the most critical conditions, fuel conditions we've had in a while, but you have to have the ignition sources, you know. So only one positive of not having monsoons, you don't get the dry lightning. So again, public education is key. You know, if we can keep those human starts to a minimum, we can keep those fires to a minimum.
So if in fact we do get monsoons, if the meteorologists are right, or even if they're not quite as right and we get some stuff, what are some concerns there? I mean, obviously I know that helps fight the fire, but then does that lead to mudslides potentially or something like that?
Especially, yeah, right now, and that's the uniqueness of our fire season, is we can have severe fires in June and have, you know, monsoons in July. So the ground doesn't have time to stabilize. We don't have time to put up stabilization. So yeah, it'll just flush everything down, mudslides and whatnot.
For good reason, Dragon Bravo has taken people's attention, but are there other fires that we should know about that were either put out quickly or that are dragging out, or things that may cause trouble in the next week or two or something like that?
Well, we still have like the Billy Fire going up there by Young, Indian Creek Fire. Those fires are just, you know, again, it's August. We should have had monsoons by now, so it's really drawn up a lot of our resources for all of our regular initial attacks. So we're still what we call PL4, which is the protection level. It's unheard of to have it at that high this time of year in Arizona.
So any way to anticipate what could be next over the rest of the wildfire season?
Well, it's, you know, for us, we always think of, you know, the fall is going to be a very busy fire season around here. You know, last year we had, you know, the fire up in Payson and over Christmas, and then so again, we think we're going to have a late and a severe fall fire season.
So John, finally, briefly, now that you're not actually up at the Dragon Bravo, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be monitoring it from here? Are you going to be, I presume you're not getting a break?
No, and then our team comes back up on rotation, so we could be pulled out anywhere in the West, and you know, just keep monitoring it, and you know, talking to the folks that we transferred command of. We can still give them any type of help or heads up on what goes on out there. We simply stay in contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, John, thanks and good luck. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Thanks
Thank you.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime celebration of the music of George Harrison. Recorded in 2002 with an all-star lineup.
Something in the way she moves.
A magical tribute to the legendary member of the Beatles.
But it takes so long, how long?
Concert for George.
Thursday night at 7 on Arizona PBS.
Justice never sleeps. I don't think this was an accident.
Precisely.
We're good.
And all of this is being done in secret.
A project of secret keeping.
There's a connection here. We'll find out what it is. Is it murder? We need to start investigating.
You could start there. We have a match.
Time is, as they say, of the essence.
The 2025 Arizona League of Cities and Towns Conference is happening this month. It's an annual meeting of Arizona mayors and council members where they discuss how to handle community issues. The four-day conference includes breakout sessions where the mayors and council people work together to find ways to make their cities better. And joining us now is Mayor Kevin Hartke of the city of Chandler. Mayor, thank you for being here.
So glad to be here. Thank you.
So for folks who don't have the insights into what the league is and how it comes together, what's the goal overall? Not the conference, but the goal of the league itself.
Sure. So the League is an organization that started in 1937 to advocate for cities and towns across the state. We currently have 91, although Santan will join the fold next year. And there is a 25 board member of mayors that are part of the executive team, and we look at local control and local determination for cities and towns across our state.
I want to get in the conference, obviously, but give me a run through of how the league and a mayor like yourself feels about how the fairly recent legislative session went for cities and towns. I know there was discussion of affordable housing. Were cities and towns neutral on it, somewhat pleased, somewhat displeased?
You know, we were for looking at housing reform, but I think the difference is just give us options. One size does not fit all. Phoenix is different than Chandler, different than Globe or Taylor. So some of the solutions that the state is earnestly looking to resolve, it just doesn't fit everywhere on the same formula.
So at the conference, one of the things that intrigues me, as you mentioned, with different cities of different sizes, I was thinking about urban versus rural. And one of the things that comes up for probably every city in Arizona is water. How important an issue is that going to be to discuss when you have breakout sessions or speakers?
Well, Central Arizona Project will be prominent there, and I think I'll be on a video there as well as with other mayors, and it's extremely important. Issues like water, issues like power we'll have some seminars on that. The reading the tea leaves is always a fun one, looking ahead at legislative actions, and then trying to get our resources together on what will be considered potentially dangerous or threats to cities will be the kind of things we'll be looking at.
How about economic development? That seems to be one that cities like to talk about.
It certainly is, and economic development is different, again, from rural to urban, and the league really strives to make sure that we have resources that will be pertinent to small towns as well as our large urban centers.
So we know that you'll be hitting a lot of these important issues. I don't want to say fun necessarily, but how productive is it to get mayors from all over the state, to get council people and other experts together in front of each other in perhaps a more relaxed atmosphere to really discuss? Is there a lot of brainstorming that goes on?
There really is at these conferences. There's a lot of networking opportunities as well. That's extremely important. For some of our smaller cities, this might be the only thing that they're able to put in their budget. So it's very informative, it's very constructive, and even the cities that make up the exec, we make sure that it's a mix of rural and urban, because there's a bit of can be a divide in terms of some of the interests, but local control and determination is equally important to all of us.
So when a conference like this ends, how often do you try to keep in touch? I mean, you're a major important leader when it comes to this kind of thing. Do you like to keep in touch with other mayors? Do you like to keep in touch and sort of say, 3 months ago at the conference we discussed this. What sort of progress are you making, or vice versa?
One of the things I love to do is that I've attended State of the Cities across the state. I was in Show Low this last weekend. I was in Flagstaff for their pine cone drop. I've So I try to get around and understand our urban and rural cities better. But there is a lot of cross-pollination and information that the League directly continues to bring to cities across our state.
Less than a minute, so forgive me for a big philosophical question, but we know that there's a divide at the state level, at the federal level when it comes to different parties, and people in the past have come to rely on their cities and their mayors to be less partisan. Is that still the case?
Yeah, most cities, Tucson's a bit of a hybrid, but we are nonpartisan by nature, and this conference will bring probably 1,800 people together. So it'll be exciting.
Okay. Mayor Hartke, thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Amna Nawaz. Tonight on the NewsHour, European leaders insist on security guarantees for Ukraine ahead of a summit between Presidents Trump and Putin. That's coming up at 6 on Arizona PBS.
Activate Food Arizona is a local nonprofit that runs Farm Express mobile markets. Farm Express is their two-vehicle fleet mobile produce market that sells healthy, affordable produce in communities throughout Phoenix and Tempe. And here to inform us more on this is Elise Gaidas, the Executive Director at Activate Food Arizona. Welcome to Arizona Horizon. Thanks for being here.
Me.
So we described it a little bit, but what is Activate Food Arizona? What should people know at the core of it?
Well, at our core, we call ourselves a do tank. We like to be very action-oriented, really working with communities to help them with the food system solutions that they want for their towns and their cities and their neighborhoods.
So when we think about food deserts, how much does the work you do try to work against that in areas that perhaps food is not as affordable? We always know that healthy food is never as affordable. How much can you help with what you're doing?
Absolutely. So we use a very broad definition of a food desert because we know that if you're half a mile from a grocery store, but it's 115 degrees outside and you don't have a car, it can be very difficult for you to get the food that you need. And so we really try and think of innovative approaches to food access and recognize that, you know, everybody is coming from different preferences and cultures and choices with regard to food. So we try and meet people where they are and create the opportunities that they want for themselves.
So that's fascinating to me in the sense that obviously you have a standard you follow, but you are really collaborating with these communities. That must be rewarding, but is that challenging as well sometimes as you're dealing with different groups?
It can be. It's a puzzle piece. You know, we recognize early on that if we, go to bingo if we go during bingo at a senior center, the seniors don't want anything to do with us, so we go after. So we always are trying to balance where we are at what time we go, and then also make sure that if we're coming with ideas from other communities or working together collaboratively, that we're bringing enough opportunity for people to say, hey, this isn't going to work for me, can we try something else? We try and meet people as much as we are with the opportunities to build from the ground up.
It certainly seems like this would be more for lower income communities, but those who are seniors, mentioned a senior center, can this be something that can be effective for everyone and not necessarily just focused on what people might say, well, this is for this sort of group? Can it in some way bring a community together?
We know everybody needs to eat, right? So if we're saving somebody a trip to the grocery store, it's giving them more time in the kitchen with kiddos, that's certainly a public health benefit, it's a family benefit. But we sell all of our food at cost. It's the same high quality stuff, and so you're able to keep those savings. Things are expensive for all of us. If it saves you a couple bucks, gives you a chance to connect with community, we want to make sure that we're giving those opportunities. We also create a space where people can connect with their neighbors. Maybe they're meeting somebody new or they're sharing a recipe. So there's a lot of exchange of information and ideas, and then at the end of the day, we're taking home yummy, healthy produce for families.
So we've been showing some video and some images of the mobile markets. You've got a big, you've got a small. How do you decide which does which?
Great question. It depends on parking. Our big retired city bus-sized vehicle, certainly is out. That's our flagship vehicle. It's out 4 days a week. We're perhaps best known for that one. It's very eye-catching and beautiful, but it doesn't go into some of the smaller spaces. A lot of our sites are based on need. A lot of it is in community collaboration. Do we have a champion in that area who can really get the word out, who can help spread the word to their neighbors, site contacts who can spread flyers, that kind of thing. It's just a little bit of a puzzle piece to see which vehicle we have available for what.
So I would say this is a better version of a farmer's market. What does it have in common with a farmer's market, and what does it not have in common?
Yeah, so we recognize that food choices are different for everybody. We are not exclusively Arizona grown, although we source anywhere from 30 to 50% of our product local at any given time. Bananas and avocados are favorites. There's a lot of foods that are very culturally, preferred that we may not sell or grow as easily in Arizona. So we can source those very easily for families. So we do a mix of products, and the biggest difference is we come right to you. If there's a barrier or a reason you can't get to the farmers market on a weekend, we can show up every other Thursday at your community center or at your school on Wednesdays, things like that.
So just a few seconds left, but I'd love to get, is there someone who's given you the best testimonial you've ever heard about what you do?
We have a kiddo who had an aversion to fruits and vegetables but loved buses, came on the bus and kind of took, stock of a bunch of things, took things home, and I got an email from his mom saying he tried everything he got on the bus because he was so fascinated by the vehicle that it kind of got over some of his aversion to healthy eating. So that was a really cool opportunity for us to build that connection.
It's funny because I love fruits and vegetables, but not buses that much. So
well,
maybe
it'll switch, absolutely.
Yeah. Elise, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely, thank you.
That is all for Arizona Horizon tonight. I'm Steve Goldstein in for Ted Simons. Thanks for watching.